Hello students, we will start with our fourth chapter of Science 2, that is Environmental Management. Last year we studied about environment, right? In that we have studied about the energy transfer and all. Now in this chapter we are going to study about the ecosystem and environment, right? First, to go for ecosystem, we have studied that ecosystem is formed by biotic and abiotic factors, and it works due to the interaction between the biotic and abiotic factors, right? So the biotic and abiotic factors play an important role in the ecosystem, right? So we know that producers like plants are very important because they are the producers. They make the food for the living organisms. Herbivores like deer, goat and all, they feed upon the producers, while the predators like lion, tiger, right, they feed on the herbivores. Okay, there are certain carnivorous animals also who feed on the herbivores, but after all, at the end, all are eaten, all the herbivores or carnivores are being eaten up by the predators, right? Now here a question may arise in our mind that whether the caterpillars found in nature or the organisms present in the filthy place like termites, insects, some present in the dung, are really useful? Yes, they are, because they are helpful, they are responsible for cleaning the environment. It means that our existence is due to these factors that are present around us. Hence, we should care of these factors, and that is what we are going to learn in this chapter about the management, about the management for our survival. Now here in your textbook they have given one slogan, that is Jivo Jivasya Jivanam. Means what? One living entity is food for another in the struggle of existence. One living entity is the food for another in the struggle of existence. Further, we will see about the relationship between environment and ecosystem. Now, as we know, there are two main types of environment, natural and artificial. In natural environment, a continuous interaction occurs between the biotic and abiotic factors. Artificial environment also affects the natural environment directly or indirectly, right? So the science that deals with the study of interaction between biotic and abiotic factors of the environment is called as ecology. Understood? Ecology is the science which help us to understand the interactions between the biotic and abiotic factors of environment. And our ecosystem is the basic functional unit which helps to study the ecology, study the subject ecology. In brief, the biotic and abiotic factors occupy a definite geographical area, and their interactions collectively constitute an ecosystem. Now, why there is a need of conservation of an environment? As we know, the natural factors of environment and some artificially or artificial polluted factor harm the environment. This creates an imbalance between various factors of environment and ultimately affect the existence of biotic factors. The unnecessary and unacceptable changes in the surroundings due to natural events for human activities cause environmental pollution. Various reasons like population explosion, fast industrialization, and indiscriminate use of natural resources and planned urbanization are also responsible for environmental pollution. So, there is a need of environmental conservation, right? Because The ultimate adverse effect of environmental pollution is seen on the existence of all the living organisms. Out of this, the environmental conservation becomes the need of an hour. Conservation of environment can be brought about with the large scale participation of people. Environmental protection conservation should become an effective public movement. Values like positive attitude and affection towards environment, knowledge about the environmental factors should be inculcated among the children in their childhood only. So, it is necessary to increase the awareness through education in schools. 28th July is celebrated or is recognized as World Nature Conservation Day. You have to remember this. Now we will go for conservation. Who should do the conservation? We all, right? We all should think about the conservation because it is our social responsibility. Okay. Now, human plays a crucial role in maintaining the environmental balance. If human has disturbed the environmental balance, then human itself only can conserve and improve the quality of nature. So, a social responsibility should be there for conservation of our environment. Thank you. We will continue this topic in the next video.